It's Crafty Type 1, and I don't know if you know this, but Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment comes out tomorrow, and I feel like this is going to be the lowest performing Switch 2 title since the release of the console. In this video, I'm going to go over why, and if I even will be playing it. Spoiler, I still will be. But let's get right into it. Actually, before we do that, I'm doing a Kirby Air Riders giveaway. All you gotta do is comment on this video to get entered and make sure you're subscribed. I'll be going through all the comments on the release date of Kirby Air Riders and then picking a winner on stream. So don't forget to do that. Best of luck to you. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Age of Imprisonment comes out tomorrow. I feel like just with the packed holiday lineup already, we're feeling the effects of how close these games are, to the point where I honestly forgot this game was coming out until I saw reviews about it today. And I will be playing it. I will be buying the game because I'm a Nintendo YouTuber, okay? I am interested in what they're doing with the story-wise. I do like the gameplay of Hyrule Warriors, or the Warriors Styles game, which is essentially you're an overpowered character that beats up a bunch of, it's a beat 'em up of 3D. This is the best way I could describe it. And of course they've added a lot more things since Age of Calamity and changed a lot of things since Age of Calamity. One of those being the story as a whole. And this is like one of the big points on why I think this game isn't going to perform that well. And this is starting from like the smallest detail on why it's not going to perform well to the biggest reason why. And we're starting off with this one. That being just its connotation is the best way I could describe it. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Age of Calamity was advertised as a canon story to Breath of the Wild. Canon prequel, I should say. And it turned out to not be that. They did what all Legend of Zelda titles do and introduced time travel and everything like that, which made the game essentially not canon. This game also advertises the same thing. And apparently, according to reviews, it is actually canon. They don't do any time travel shenanigans. But to a lot of people, surface level people, that aren't really looking into a lot of this stuff, they don't really know that. And I still, knowing that, can't shake off the feeling that this is still not going to be canon. And that is just sitting in the back of my mind. To spend $70 on a game that I feel like I won't get too much enjoyment out of. $70! And like, yes, we talked about the whole pricing structure before and how $70 is a lot. But I honestly think I'm a little tired of Warriors games right now. I spent a lot of time on the original Hyrule Warriors games, like over 200 hours. And then Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, I know I spent over 300 hours because on my original Switch. I love that game. That game was great. But do I need to play another Hyrule Warriors right now? One that I'm not really 100% into either. Like, when it came to Age of Calamity, I was into the story. I was, Zelda reinvented. I want more of the story. But for this game, for some reason, it is not touching me the same way Age of Calamity did. Age of Imprisonment, like all of these characters, I don't know. Which I get it. We're supposed to like get to know the characters and everything like that. But I already don't have a connection to them. So it makes me feel like I don't really know anything about their story. Or want to know anything about their story. Again, guys, of course I'm going to buy it. Of course I'm going to play it because I am like somewhat interested. But the worry about it being not canon and like a waste of my time, as well as just the story as a whole, I'm not really too interested in, just is making a reason for me not want to buy the game. And I'm pretty sure a reason for a lot of other people. All right, reason number 2. And, a big reason, just the sheer lineup right now for the holiday titles. Right now, we have for the holiday season, essentially, basically, people going to Black Friday. What are they going to buy? What Switch 2 games are they going to see? They're going to see Pokemon Legends EA, Kirby Air Riders, and Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Out of those 3 games, if they were to pick up 2 games, Age of Imprisonment would not be on there. If they were to pick up 3 games, maybe then Age of Imprisonment. But the amount of people that are picking up 3 games on Black Friday, if they're shopping for multiple kids, it just doesn't seem that great. And I understand what Nintendo is trying to do, having like Zelda, like a recognizable franchise there. And maybe a lot of adult shoppers may not understand that this isn't actually like a Zelda game. But again, I'm assuming that, you know, a lot of families are buying Switch 2 for their kid this holiday season. And I just don't think this is at the top of a lot of those people's buying list. I think Kirby and I think Pokemon, and then even the Switch 2 editions of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I think those are actually going to get pushed a lot more than this game. But again, yeah, we'll have to see. Again, I'm not assuming this is going to completely flop. I just think it's going to be the lowest performing opening on a Switch 2 game since launch. This game isn't going to sell hotcakes. And for the final reason, the biggest reason, the reason that led me to make this video is the Kirby Air Riders global test ride being the literal weekend that this comes out. So if this comes out tomorrow, the global test ride comes out in 3 days, giving this game no room to breathe in the news cycle. Because immediately after the game comes out, I was like, okay, we're gonna do a discussion, I might do an impression video, but no! Because the minute this game comes out, I'm probably going to play it, probably finish it, knowing how I play games. And then it's straight to the global test ride. And then it's impressions video. Then it's discussion videos of the global test ride. And there's going to be like no news cycle for this game. And then after this global test ride, it's just straight onto the hype cycle for Kirby Air Riders. Because Kirby Air Riders comes out the 20th. And then these test rides go all the way to the 16th, and then the game comes out on the 20th. So I just don't think that Age of Imprisonment has enough of a news cycle, enough for like content creators, the basically backbone and advertisement of these games to even, you know, breathe or even talk about it, because we're all gonna be talking about Air Riders. Sakurai, it's like Sakurai's big game, or the prequel-ish to Tears of the Kingdom, which we're already tired of that Hyrule. I think a lot of people are just going to be talking about Air Riders. And that's like a very smaller thing I also wanted to talk about, is like the fatigue right now when it comes to that Hyrule Warrior or Hyrule World. Because of course we experienced it in Breath of the Wild, and we now experience it in Age of Calamity. We experienced it in Tears of the Kingdom, and then now, yes, it's supposed to be a new one, but a lot of the reviews have stated that there isn't really any massive changes to the world. Speaking of reviews, the game has been reviewed pretty well. The reviews just came out today. It's at like an 80, I'm gonna say. It's probably gonna settle at an 80 after all the reviews come out. Nintendo Life even gave it a 9 out of 10. The problem is, like, a game can review great. It's just about if people are actually gonna pick it up, again, for $70. And I think a lot of people's value when seeing this game is not gonna compute. But honestly, we will have to see. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Am I crazy? Do you guys think this is gonna sell well? Are you planning to pick it up? Let me know. Anyways, I'm CraftyTep1, and I think, I don't know when I'm gonna be streaming this. I will be streaming this, but maybe sometime today, sometime tomorrow. Stay subscribed to get notified when I schedule a stream, and then go live and watch me play it. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.